Hey everyone, my name is Bo. I make videos and upload them to YouTube. And today I've had a request from several of you, it looks like. Claudio left a comment to react to Opeth Black Rose Immortal, the official video. I'm assuming the official video because I couldn't find any live performances of this song. It's 20 minutes long, which I don't think that really affects Opeth, but yeah, I think we're going to take a look at this today, and I'm pretty excited. I love Opeth, but I've never listened to this song. They have quite a lot of albums. So let's get on it, right? Pretty excited about this one. Alright, here we go. Castlevania-ish.
You spoke only through thoughts. Together we gazed, awaited hours brought thirst and a rising sun.
Just taking this in. Oh my god. Y'all gonna wear my ass out.
It's getting dark again. Dusk shuffle across the field. The evening trees moan.
Opeth, Black Rose, Immortal. I think everybody knows that though. Okay, it's hard to pop off of a 20-minute song and say I love it, because there's so much more running through your mind. Of course, I love the song; it's amazing. So I have a lot of thoughts that I gathered. That song. A lot of bands do these long epics, and I think that a good portion of them probably do these long songs for the sake of having a long song, and for Opeth, that definitely is not the case. I would argue. This song, again, I need to figure out a situation where I can have the lyrics in front of me. But this song it was not designed to be just 20 minutes for the sake of having a 20-minute long song. This told a story, and the feeling that I got from that song is like I was walking into an old tavern, and somebody, like a bard with a lute, was singing folk tales about an adventure. Just the riffs that they used and the style that they wrote it in really reminded me of that. A few really interesting things on the music side of it. There were definitely a lot of guitar harmonies going on, which is always exciting, but the cool thing about these guitar harmonies, if you listen to it in like stereo with some good headphones, is they were I don't want to say accidental harmonies, because they were very much intended, but a lot of guitarists will play a riff, and then the second guitarist will play that riff, but in like a minor third or something, and just emulate the same thing, just on a different place on the scale, on the fretboard. But with Opeth, they were both doing different riffs completely on these harmonies, but ending up with something that was pleasing to the ear. So it sounded like you could listen to this thing a couple of times and just differentiate each guitar part and hear that they were both doing something differently, and it was really cool. Also, while we're on the note of strings, we've got to talk about the bassist and how he held down the drums and the bass were the key of this song. And I say that because a lot of metal bands or bands out there, I feel like that a lot of people may think that the bass just kind of copies what the guitar does, and most of you probably know that's not the right way to go. So the guitar will take care of like the mids, the mid frequencies of a song, and the bass holds down, of course, the bass notes. So that's what Opeth's bassist does extremely well. He doesn't get too distracted with the riff, and he's not worried about doing, emulating what the guitars do. And a lot of bassists, like Killswitch Engage, as much as I love that band in the past, they're pretty big violators of that. Their bassist will emulate what's going on in the guitar, and what happens is the bass gets lost in translation. With Opeth, they're very, sometimes just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and the bass is bomb, 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 bomb. And what happens is you end up on the portions of like the shredding and stuff, you end up with this really cool like 80s kind of metal style where the bass is just holding it down with the drums. And it's really refreshing to hear Opeth understand musically what needs to happen in order to make a song headbangable, for lack of a better phrase. Oh man, it was so awesome. And then to hear Mikkel sing is always just a pleasure. The guy has just undeniable talent, and training those vocals. Man, I gotta listen to that again, like right now. That was a ride. Just thank you guys so much. I saw that requested. It's kind of a longer video. Hope it's cool with you guys. These kind of take a long time to process, sometimes hours and hours and hours, so I'll try to get to these longer ones when we can. I know in the future I'm going to do some Haken. I've been seeing that on the comments below. some more Gojira. I'll finish up the Devin Townsend mindfuck here in a little bit with Funeral. I think we're going to do that. Anyway, you'll see. Subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you so much for the suggestion. That was beautiful. And I appreciate you guys. Till next time. Bye.